Good evening. I'm Mark Taylor, Dean of WashU Olin Business School, and it's my very great pleasure to welcome you to our annual Scholars in Business event in a setting that is, unfortunately, becoming all too familiar to many of us. Our virtual gathering notwithstanding, I'm pleased to welcome you as we celebrate those who are providing access to opportunity through your generous scholarship support. And we want our donors to know that even though we're staging this event virtually this year, we will still be connecting you with your scholarship students, and the Olin Advancement team will be in touch with everyone in the coming months about ways to do this. I'm looking forward to hearing from some of the students who are fulfilling their educational dreams as a result of our donors' generosity. But first, I invite you to hear a few words from WashU's Chancellor, Andrew D. Martin. Chancellor Martin is also a Professor of Law and Political Science at WashU, and he's the former Dean of the College of Literature, Science and the Arts at the University of Michigan. Dr. Martin received his A.B. from the College of William & Mary, cum laude, and with high honours in mathematics and government in 1994, and his PhD in political science from Washington University in 1998. He's previously served as the Charles Nagel Chair of Constitutional Law and Political Science at Washington University School of Law, and as Vice Dean of the School of Law, founding Director of the Center for Empirical Research in the Law, and Chair of the Department of Political Science in Arts and Sciences. Please welcome Chancellor Martin.
Thank you for joining us at the annual Scholars in Business event, a very special Olin tradition and one of the highlights for the school. We are fortunate to have so many sponsors, students, and friends with us tonight. We are here tonight to celebrate a very important program and the individuals who make it possible. A program that brings people together and changes lives. Without scholarships, exceptional students, like those you will hear from tonight, might not have the chance to receive a Washington University education. Since the Scholars in Business program's inception in 1979, generous Olin donors have sponsored more than 6,000 Olin students. Whether it is your first year as a scholarship sponsor, or whether you support one or multiple students, on behalf of Washington University and Olin Business School, I thank you. Your scholarship allows students to receive the excellent Washington University academic experience for which it is known. And your scholarship support provides the foundation to our students to attain the knowledge, skills, and insight to become the next generation of world-changing business leaders. Each year, WashU Olin Business School opens its doors to hundreds of deserving students through the Scholars in Business program. Undergraduate and graduate, domestic and international, need and merit-based. We're proud to provide world-class education to so many bright and deserving students, many of whom are here with us tonight. At WashU Olin, we are empowering the next generation of business leaders to change the world for good. Olin students are informed by numbers and driven by principle. They are driven to look beyond the bottom line, prepared to make values-based decisions that will have the most impact. Increased scholarship support and accessible education is not only a priority of Olin, but of the greater university. In addition to these scholarship programs, I'm happy to share that Washington University has enacted the WashU Pledge. The university has made a commitment to provide free tuition, room, and board to students from Missouri and the southern portion of Illinois whose household income is $75,000 or less. This is an exciting step for us, and I look forward to expanding on our commitment to increasing educational access in the coming years. Scholarship support is one of our most pressing needs, and especially during these extraordinary times, is more important than ever to make sure our students continue to have the resources and opportunities to a WashU Olin education. To our scholarship supporters, through your steadfast support, we will continue the momentum of the Scholars in Business program. We will continue to welcome the best students to Olin Business School. With your partnership, we will attract a talented and diverse student body through need-based and merit-based scholarships. To our students, I encourage you to make the most of your WashU educational journey. You have access to incredible classmates, world-renowned faculty, state-of-the-art facilities, and top-notch experiential programs. I also challenge you to engage with your scholarship sponsor and share your appreciation for their support of your Olin education. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Martin, for reminding us of the important role scholarships play in providing access to high-quality education and opportunity. I myself represent exactly what the Chancellor spoke of. I'm an example of how scholarships open the doors of opportunity. I was raised in a blue-collar community in the centre of the United Kingdom, not far from where William Shakespeare was born, but in a community very much at the hub of England's auto industry at that time, and which offered little opportunity for easy access to higher education. Fortunately, the marks I received in school and the encouragement of my masters led to a scholarship that paved the path for the rest of my life. So, to the students here this evening, I want you to know that I identify with your experience, and I want to thank you for choosing Olin. We're committed to empowering world-class business and organizational leaders. And to our donors, thank you, not only for your support, but for the relationships you cultivate with our students. I know how important those relationships are toward giving our students a meaningful Olin experience. Now, before we continue, I must also recognize at this point the true vision, the deep generosity of two colleagues we lost recently. The contribution to WashU Olin Business School, and indeed the university as a whole, of Dr. William Danforth cannot be overstated. As Chancellor, his partnership in expanding the school's endowment, its facilities, and its global reputation is immeasurable. And I was deeply saddened to hear of his passing on September 16th. Likewise, we are indebted to Sidney Guller. As many of you know, Sid Guller was among the co-founders of the Scholars in Business program at Olin, and he too carried his personal experience into the cause of expanding opportunity for future students. I smile when I think that in the mid-1940s, when Sid attended WashU, the annual tuition was $250. But even that was too steep a mountain for Sid to climb without working at a title company while earning his undergraduate business degree. Sid passed away on October 3rd. And I would like to think he was gratified that 6,000 students have received support since he helped launch Scholars in Business in 1979. Please join me in watching a short tribute video to honor the donors we lost this year and their lasting impact. As we continue now, I want to say a few more words about Scholars in Business. That program's founding sponsors, including Sid Guller, established 17 business scholarships at Washington University. Since then, the program has grown exponentially, and Olin now awards nearly 500 scholarships to business students each year. I'm also very pleased to share that we also have more than 45 legacy scholarships at Olin. Legacy scholarships are given by donors who received a named scholarship when they attended Olin, and we're incredibly grateful to these donors who are paying it forward for the next generation. Lastly, Olin Business School would not be where it is today without the support and strong foundation provided by three of my predecessors, Mahendra Gupta, Stuart Greenbaum, and Bob Virgil, and their wives, Sunita, Elaine, and Jerry. I know it is difficult under these virtual circumstances to adequately acknowledge them, but I know you'll keep them in your thoughts this evening. Now, 41 years after the Scholars in Business program began, and we've recognized some of our donors anew, we also want to hear from students who benefited from this program. This evening, we'll hear from two students who embody WashU Olin's Pillars of Excellence. With professional interest rooted in driving social impact, they're working to change the world for good. Let us begin by hearing from Olivia Kaplan, a BSBA who will graduate in 2022. This past summer, Olivia founded a student-driven consulting firm to work with businesses and non-profits focused on social impact globally. After recruiting 45 student consultants from 11 different countries and providing pro bono consulting to 10 companies, she's transitioned this organization into a business that is taking on its first paying clients. Here is Olivia.
During my time at Olin, I have been able to be involved in projects that have not only helped me learn about myself and how I work with others, but have also allowed me to make an impact on my community and identify my passions. As a business research scholar for Professor Glenn McDonald at the Center for Research in Economics and Strategy, I got the opportunity to manage a consulting initiative that provided pro bono consulting services to small businesses in St. Louis that were struggling due to COVID. I really enjoyed getting to work with the business owners because I felt it both gave me an excellent opportunity to develop my skills as a leader and also allowed me to have a positive impact on the local community during such a stressful time. Getting to experience the incredible impact that can be had when students, faculty, and community come together to work on these sorts of projects inspired me to start Kuleana Consulting, my own business that provides student-driven consulting services to nonprofits and social enterprises globally. Since last June, I have been using the knowledge I gained from all the projects that mentors such as Glenn have involved me in to work on consulting projects for my company with clients who are having a positive impact in over 8 different countries in Africa, Europe, and North and South America. Without the incredible generosity of my scholarship donors, I know I would never have had access to the inspiring mentors and supporters that made it possible for me to follow my passion and create a project that has far-reaching positive impacts on society. I hope to pay forward the kindness and generosity of the donors at Olin by inspiring other business students to use their skills for good as well in the future as I continue working with others who are interested in the intersection of business and impact. Having access to the resources that WashU has to offer has been central in empowering me to follow my passion and use my skills for good. I want to express my deep gratitude to my scholarship donors for making it possible for me to attend Olin and meet the amazing mentors and friends who have guided and encouraged all of my work. When I found out that I received a scholarship to Olin, I was so happy. It was really just one of the best days of my life. I think, I had worked so hard all through high school to find a place where I would fit in well, where I would be able to work with the types of people who could inspire me to accomplish my goals. And, I think getting the information that I would be able to come to Olin and that I would receive the financial support that I needed to be in a place like this was just an incredible experience. And I was so, so happy. I'm so grateful for all of the support that they've given me, especially, someone that they don't know. I think just the incredible generosity that they're sort of exhibiting in supporting students like myself who, wouldn't be able to access all of these incredible opportunities were it not for their giving the money to support us. is really just something that I'm so grateful to have. And I would just want to say thank you.
Thank you for those inspirational words, Olivia. Now we'll turn to our next segment, a brief fireside chat, if you will, between Ashley McCrander, Olin's Associate Dean and Director of Graduate Student Services, and Rodrigo Jorge Rodriguez. Rodrigo is working towards his MBA in 2022 with hopes of joining a leading data-driven company in a marketing management role. More long-term, however, Rodrigo is interested in applying that experience toward founding his own tech startup in Latin America in order to positively affect his community.
Thank you, Dean Taylor, and thank you, Rodrigo, for being here. We're so glad you're part of the community and so glad to have you speak on behalf of our graduate students at the Scholars in Business event. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what motivates you, and what your interests are?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me. Well, I'm Venezuelan. I've been working in entrepreneurship and in tech for the last 8 years of my professional life. And now I'm here like hoping to learn as much as I can and bringing it in on this new challenge that it's pursuing an MBA at Olin. The main motivator in my life has been like trying to give back to the people that has helped me, because again, I think my life has been like a constant challenge over challenge, and that's great because that actually makes you grow. But I've been able to pass that challenge, let's say, because there's been people there to help me, and I want to give back again to other people. I've been lucky, if you could say that.
I love that, Rodrigo. And I think that really exemplifies what the Scholars in Business program is all about, lifting while you climb and creating opportunities for those that come after you, especially in places like Olin Business School that have given others so much. So we're really fortunate to have a set of individuals who want to give back to the school and to give back to future scholars like yourself. So can you just tell me why you decided to study business and why Olin Business School?
So one of my main goals is, okay, I want to scale these solutions. I want to scale the impact I'm having, and the best way to do it is to know more about the business, is to understand how to do it. And an MBA, it's basically like tailor-made for that. You actually get to understand all the different areas of business and how they impact your business, and within that, how can you impact your environment? And that's what I'm trying to do. In particular, Olin, I think there are a lot. I could make like a list of things, but why? But I think there are like two main things that drove me to Olin. And the first, I would think, would be like the entrepreneurial spirit, and when I think or mindset, and when I say that, it's not you can make a company or whatever. No, it's a different way of thinking. I think an entrepreneurial mindset, it's like understanding that there are needs and how you can fulfill them. It's trying to innovate always. It's trying to think outside the box and go for it and take chances and take risks, because if there's a risk, there's a payoff. And the other thing I would say is the sense of community and family that Olin gives to you. Like I've been like challenged again, and family is really important for me. And I think Olin basically represents that. The sense of family since day one, it's totally different. Like I remember reaching out to alumni and to students of the MBA program. And when I talked to people that were pursuing the MBA at Olin, it was totally different than any other school. Like they were there to help you. They just wanted to get to know you. It's totally different. They always had time for you. It's different. And once I arrived here, the sense of warmth that I've been feeling, it's amazing.
And so it sounds like the entrepreneurial spirit, that entrepreneurial mindset has been part of your entire story, as has the importance of community. So how will you take those both beyond Olin? What do you plan to do in the future?
So my plan, let's say, plans change, but my plan, it's I moved here because I wanna understand a new market. I wanna understand how things are done here. I wanna understand the innovation mindset and entrepreneurial mindset of people here. I wanna work in a tech firm, on a really data-driven firm for at least, I don't know, a year, 2 years, I'm not sure. But my main goal is to go back to Latin America at some point and give back to people there. I think there's a huge opportunity. It's a region that it's still growing and that needs a lot of help. And it's individuals like me that can go back and give back. And why tech? Because tech, it's like the enabler, right? It's the way that you can scale solutions in an easy way or in a fast way. And yeah, so basically that. And maybe, maybe I will, I don't know, get a job in a tech firm here and oversee the Latam region, and that will work. Again, that will make me make an impact, but I'm always trying to do that, to give back to people, to make a real impact on their lives, to help them achieve what I've been achieving with a lot of work, but with a lot of help as well.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like your future plans are the perfect example of being both values-based and data-driven. So I'm so glad that Olin is well positioned to help you get there. I'm also glad that you're part of our community, Rodrigo, and that our Olin scholarship donors were able to help you get here as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And again, thank you to everyone for allowing me and for giving me this opportunity to be here.
Thank you to both Ashley and Rodrigo. As we've heard tonight how important scholarship support is to our students, I'm very pleased to announce the Wood Scholarship Challenge. With this challenge, longtime Olin friends Howard and Marilyn Wood hope to inspire alumni, parents and friends to help accomplished and dedicated students reach their full potential at Olin. Like Olivia and Rodrigo, and even Sid Guller back in 1947, it's clear that scholarships are key to their education at WashU Olin. Thanks to a generous commitment from Howard and Marilyn, this challenge will match all new and increased gifts for undergraduate and graduate scholarships. Howard has been heavily involved in the success of the university and Olin for decades and hopes to ensure a bright future for even more students through this challenge. Howard and Marilyn, thank you for your generosity and for inspiring so many in our community and for being such a good friend to Olin and to me. More details about this scholarship challenge will be coming your way soon. I want to thank all of you for making the time to attend this event today. Clearly, this is not how any of us would prefer to gather and recognize this important work. And I believe it's a testament to your conviction, your goodwill, and your generosity that you are here today. Thank you.